perguruan tinggi yang mandiri, bermanfaat bagi masyarakat Indonesia, jadikan insan berkualitas.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
How are you doing? How was your day? Okay, before we start our activity, please, leader of the class, to lead our prayer.
Attention. Let's stand together.
Thank you, Reva. Let me check your attendance first. Agristia Duyanti, Alma Navita.
Information.
Oh, no information. Okay. Alvina, Alia Rahmani, Alia Sekar, Amanda Raisa, Amelia Putri. Okay. Dela Puspita, Devi, Dila Alfia, Eka Melati, Febis, Feni Ega,
Information.
Helen, Intan Sri Wulandari, Jirkin Patona, Lilis. What is Lilis? No information. Lisa Novianti, Mega Aulia, Nadia Naswa, Naswa Alfiat, Naswa Aulia, Naswa Haura, Nindi Aulia, Pramudia, Rani Maulani, Ratu Amara, Rega, Revalina, Selviana, Septi Rahayu, Septian Rinaldi, Septiani, Tiara, Widiantika, Umu, Akbar, Rana, Aulia. Oke, thank you. Sebelum memulai pembelajaran, Ibu akan menampilkan sebuah video motivasi untuk kalian. Tolong dilihat baik-baik. Oh, bisa pakai headsetnya semua agar suaranya terdengar.
No one is going to tell you, here's an opportunity, go make something of yourself. You're going to do it for you. Because people are only going to try and take it away. And it's so important for us to be able to empower each other. I just love growing. Like I said, I think growing is a very important thing. And when I was very young, I started working when I was 17 years old. And I remember my mother telling me this really young, that women should be financially independent. It doesn't matter who your father is, it doesn't matter who your husband is going to be, it doesn't matter who your brother is, it doesn't matter who the man in your life is. You need to be responsible for your finances and be financially independent. And that kind of really stuck with me. And as my career expanded, it was really important for me to invest in little things. So once I discovered tech, I have always been a fan of technology. I wanted to be an aeronautical engineer at one point. I wanted to build rockets. I wanted to, go to space. And when I got the opportunity, I remember I was at a dinner for Bumble in New York, and I just thought it was such a cool thing to bring back to India, where women take the first move. To bring it to a country which has a patriarchal sort of society, which actually the world is. The world over is sort of patriarchal, and we as women need to fight to change that, to create that kind of equality, because no one's going to give it to us, and they're going to fight for us to have it. So it started from taking Bumble to India, and then my next investment is this engineering school, which is called Holberton, which was based on Betty Holberton. She was one of the first female engineers in the world, and this school is a peer-to-peer teaching program where you don't have to pay a tuition, and you can pay back your tuition after you graduate and get a job, so that you don't have to worry about, how much schools cost, so that females can actually be a part of engineering. Just think about it this way. All of us consume tech, right? All of you have cell phones. Everyone has computers. We're always online. Digital is such a big part of our lives, but the people creating technology, it's so skewed because it's mostly men. And these are men who decide what we as women need. So we need females to come into engineering. As AI starts coming in, and it's going to be a big part of our lives, can you imagine the artificial intelligence that we are consuming being created by guys? And guys are going to decide what kind of things we like. So we need women to come in and realize that tech is a big part of who we are and who we're going to be and our future. I've had so many times whenever I'm doing interviews, people always ask me that, oh, you're doing a movie with, a female co-actor. Did you guys get along? Were there cat fights? But when it comes to boys, they say, oh my gosh, that looks like a bromance and everyone got on so well. So I feel like over time, because women had the lack of opportunity, we were pitted against each other because there were only like 5 opportunities, like 5 places a woman could be hired. And so we were elbowing each other out to get to that one spot. So the crux of the problem is the lack of opportunity for females. And the more opportunity we create for each other, the more sisterhood will grow. We're 50% of the world's population. We need to be
Okay, thank you. From the video that I showed to you just now, what did you learn about that? You?
Women should be financially independent, whoever her father or her husband is.
Okay, any other opinion? Ada yang punya pendapat lain? Tadi dari video yang ditampilkan, kata Nadia, seorang wanita harus bisa mencari pendapatannya sendiri. Tidak bergantung siapa ayahnya, siapa suaminya. Any other opinion? Please, raise your hand. None of you? Aulia? No? Akbar? Okay, thank you. What did we learn last week? What did we learn last week? Yang minggu lalu kita belajar apa? Job application letter. Okay. What will come up after that? Sesudah itu kira-kira apa? Okay. Okay, Helen. Okay, maybe we will hire for an interview. Job interview, you mean? Yes. Okay. Have you ever conducted for job interview? Pernah merasakan wawancara kerja nggak? No, never. We'll talk about job interview. Are you ready? Siap ya? Ibu mau menampilkan satu video lagi. Coba kamu amati ya, apa yang terjadi di gambar tersebut. Okay. Oke, mulai lagi dipakai headsetnya.
Hello, James. Welcome to the interview. Please start off and tell me about yourself.
Yes, hello, thank you. I'm very nervous, I do apologise. Well, my name is James, and I'm a hard worker. I'm a really good team worker, and I really would like this job.
So that was a weak answer to the interview question, tell me about yourself. And it is a typical answer of someone who has either never been to an interview before or they don't have much work experience. Now, James in that short video at the beginning was very nervous and he gave no substance to his response, but it wasn't his fault. He just did not know what to say. So, if you're a fresh graduate or someone with no work experience and you're worried about answering the interview question, tell me about yourself, please don't worry, I am here to help you. So to help you pass your interview and more importantly, answer that question, tell me about yourself, this is what I will cover during the tutorial. So I will tell you what to include in your answer to the interview question. Tell me about yourself if you are a fresh graduate or someone with no previous interview experience or work experience. Number two, I will then give you a top scoring example scripted answer to that question. Tell me about yourself, and all you have to do is pause the video, write it down, and use it to structure your own response. And then number 3, I will give you my top 6 words to use in your job interview if you are a fresh graduate or someone with no previous work experience. So lots of reasons why you should stay tuned. And just quickly, if you enjoy my presentations, please just give the video a like. Thank you very much. That tells me you find these tutorials useful. Okay, the tell me about yourself interview question. This is going to be the first question you must answer during your interview. So it is important you give a confident and positive response, because that enables you to build a good connection with the interviewer. It helps to build a positive rapport. You know this question is going to come up right at the very start, so I think it makes sense to practice your answer. Now, as a fresh graduate, you have little or no previous work experience. Therefore, your answer has to include 4 key things. So what are the 4 things you should include in your answer to that question? Tell me about yourself. Let me start working through those, and I will then give you that scripted answer. So number 1, when you answer the question, tell me about yourself, thank the interviewer for being given the opportunity to be interviewed for a position with their company. This is a simple thing to do right at the very start of your answer, but it demonstrates really good manners, and the hiring manager will appreciate good manners. Number 2, in your answer, talk about how your studies, your academic studies, have prepared you for work life, and how being a blank canvas means you can quickly become the perfect employee. So what I mean by a blank canvas is that you don't have any preconceived ideas about the workplace. That means they get to train you up to be the perfect high-performing employee. Number 3, in your answer to the question, tell me about yourself, tell the interviewer the 4 words that best describe you. Now, I will tell you which 4 words to use when I give you that scripted answer in a second. And then number 4, finish off your answer and tell the interviewer that you plan to build a long-term career with their company and ultimately become a truly high-performing member of their team, because it takes a lot of time, effort, and resources to recruit the right person for a job. So if you tell them that you genuinely plan to build a long-term career with them, and you are a blank canvas who they get to train up in the role, they are more likely to take you on in the position. So let me now give you that example of a brilliant answer to that interview question, tell me about yourself, that's for fresh graduates and those people who have limited minimal supervision. And I will then give you the script to write down. So here's the answer.
Hello, Mark. Welcome to the interview. My name is Jenny, and I will be interviewing you for this position today. Why don't you start off and tell me about yourself?
My name is Mark, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to be interviewed for this position with your company today. I recently graduated with a degree in business studies from the University of Cambridge. During my studies, I learned the importance of being disciplined, ensuring my work was to a high standard, and supporting my fellow students to help them achieve their goals. I would describe myself as a positive, enthusiastic, determined, and resilient person who will always take ownership of difficult challenges whenever they occur. I am effectively a blank canvas with no preconceived ideas about the workplace, which means you can train me up to be a high-performing member of your team. If I am successful, I plan to build a long-term career here. I want to become a reliable and trustworthy employee who always adds value to the business and supports it in its daily operations.
Thank you for your answer, Mark.
So I am sure you will agree that was a better answer, a more confident response that Mark gave than the first answer from James to that question, tell me about yourself. In his response, he was confident. He mentioned those 4 words that best describe him. He explained how his studies, his academic studies, had prepared him for work life. And he also mentioned that he planned to build a long-term career with their company and become a high-performing member of their team. So it was a great answer. And it would allow him to build a connection, a positive connection with the hiring manager. Now, in a second, I'm going to give you that exact script so you can pause the video once it's up on the screen, write it down, and use it to structure your own answer. And I will then give you those 6 brilliant, powerful words to use during the rest of your interview. So let me now give you that script. Tell me about yourself. Here we go. My name is Mark, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to be interviewed for this position with your company today. I recently graduated with a degree in business studies from the University of Cambridge. During my studies, I learned the importance of being disciplined, ensuring my work was to a high standard, and supporting my fellow students to help them achieve their goals. I would describe myself as a positive, enthusiastic, determined and resilient person who will always take ownership of difficult challenges whenever they occur. I am effectively a blank canvas with no preconceived ideas about the workplace, which means you can train me up to be a high-performing member of your team. Now, if I am successful, I plan to build a long-term career here and become a reliable and trustworthy employee who always adds value to the business and supports it in its daily operations. That's a great answer. A really good answer, and all you have to do is change the name, your degree or academic qualifications, and the educational establishment from which you attended. So let me now give you 6 great words to use in an interview. If you are a fresh graduate or someone with no previous work experience, take note of these words, learn them, understand them, and use them in your job interview. Here's those 6 best words for your job interview. The first one is to say that you are a flexible person. Now, if you are flexible, you are willing to always do tasks that are outside of your job description and also work extra hours if needed. This quality is highly appealing to all hiring managers. If you are flexible and adaptable, they will be attracted to that. The second word for your job interview is goals. So during the interview, tell the hiring manager you always set yourself goals to achieve, because employees that set themselves goals are more valuable to a business. And if you are a goal setter, it shows the interviewer that you are someone who is organized and you prioritize your work. The third one, which is a common word to use during an interview, is team worker. But if you are a good team worker, you can collaborate with anyone and you always put the needs of your team first. The next word to use in your interview, this is one of my favorite words, and that's disciplined. People who are disciplined are organized and they never miss a deadline, which is obviously really important if you're going to work for any organization. This is another one. The 5th word is trustworthy. Now, trustworthy employees are a hiring manager's dream. They can be left alone to get on with their work and represent the company positively in everything they do. And the final word is frugal. Not many people know what this means, but if you are frugal, you don't waste company supplies or resources. You are respectful of supplies and resources, you take care of them. And this then, so you're not wasteful of them, but this then enables the company profits to increase. So those are those 6 words to use in your job interview.
Sudah diamati barusan? Sudah ya? Yang kamu lihat tadi apa? What happened? Nervous. And then? Terus apa lagi? He could not answer the question. Gak bisa jawab pertanyaannya. Iya. Coba perhatikan satu video berikutnya ya. Oke, boleh dipakai lagi headsetnya.
Good morning, James.
Glad that the traffic was light this morning. No traffic jam and no accidents.
That is good. James, let's start the interview. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
First of all, let me properly introduce myself. I am a branch manager of this bank. As you know, there is an open position in my department, and I need to fill this position as soon.
Year experience in bank. My hobbies are reading books, playing cricket.
What is bank? What are the types of banks?
Bank is financial institution which accepts deposits from the public for the purpose of lending. There are two types of banks: commercial banks and investment banks. In most of the countries, banks are regulated by the national government or central bank.
Why did you decide to become a banker?
I feel that a career in the financial industry would be the most beneficial use of my knowledge and skills in accounting and problem solving. I have always been fascinated by the financial world. I'm ambitious and hardworking and can bring great value to your company.
Why do you think this bank is a good fit for your skills?
After looking at the job requirements and researching your company history and policies, I think that my skills in customer care, accuracy and smart investing can help your clients make smart financial decisions. I am committed to complete confidentiality and have had previous experience dealing with tough customers.
Have you ever had to deal with an angry customer? How did you handle it?
In that last incident, I realized how the customer simply had different expectations. I took the responsibility of ensuring their satisfaction by walking them through the program again and trying to listen to their complaints.
What do you feel are the most important qualities for a bank teller position?
A banker needs to have good judgment, service orientation, and the ability to cope well under stressful circumstances. Organizational skills, time management and a strong work ethic are also essential for this job.
If a customer is not convinced about this bank, how would you change their mind?
I would take a look at their lifestyle and see how this bank fits it perfectly. If the potential client goes overseas a lot, I would show them how our offers for international withdrawals are the best and most convenient. During this conversation, I would try to keep things as simple and easy as possible so that he or she would feel it would be the best investment of their time and money. I would emphasize personal added value that the bank can give them.
What are your strengths? Why should I hire you?
I am a hard-working person and a fast learner. I am very eager to learn. And I get along fine with people.
Can you handle pressure?
Yes, I can. When I was going to school, I took quite a few courses each semester while working at least 20 hours every week. And I handled that situation very well.
Do you still have any questions for me?
No, I think I have a pretty good understanding of the job. I believe that I can handle it with ease. And I hope to have the opportunity to work for you.
James, nice meeting you. Thank you for coming.
Nice meeting you too. Thank you for seeing me.
Okay, student, what did you watch just now? Apa yang barusan kalian lihat? Ya, sesi interview antara siapa dan siapa? Who is David? And who is James? Did the interview run in good condition? Apakah interviewnya berjalan dengan baik? What kind of question that being asked in that interview? Berapa macam pertanyaan yang ditanyakan dalam sesi interview? Tadi kalian sudah mencoba mencermatinya. Oke, please open your mobile phone and check www.mypastinterview.com. Oke, sekarang kalian buka ya. Ada 30 atau lebih question interview yang biasa ditanyakan dalam job interview. Oke, silakan buka websitenya www.mypastinterview.com. Sudah ketemu websitenya? Oke, look. Ini alamatnya Ibu tulis lagi ya. www myinterview.com. Ini alamatnya. Have you found the website? www.myinterview.com. Finish? Nadia, have you found? Yes. Yang lain sudah? Sudah ya? How many question? Ada berapa macam pertanyaan? 30. Oke. Oke, look. Okay, student number 1, please read the first question. Read first question. Tell me about yourself. Okay, student number 2. Okay, student number 3. Langsung ke sini. Oke. Oke, student number 4. Oke, Zahwa. Ini langsung aja dibaca. Number 4, nomor 4.
Why do you want this job?
Why do you want this job? Oke, Umu.
Tell me about a time when you provide excellent customer service.
Oke, next.
What's your greatest achievement?
Oke, sorry.
NUX mode.
Oke, next. Dari HP aja.
Tell me about the time when you were under pressure at work. What was the situation and how did you handle it?
Oke, next. Oke, next. Ada, ya?
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Oke, next. Next student.
What did you like and dislike about your previous job?
Oke, next. Oke, next. Oke, next.
What your last favorite class? Tell me about a time you took the initiative to solve a difficult problem.
Oke, next.
What are your strengths and weaknesses?
Oke, next.
How about a time when you did something at work that had a positive impact on your team or the organization?
Oke, next. Why should we hire you? Okay, next. Okay, next. Yes. Yes. Oh, pinjam. Oke, thank you. Itu ya semua macam pertanyaannya. Ibu akan membagikan contoh job interview. Nanti kita menganalisa bareng-bareng ya. Oke, Nadia, can you help me to share to your friends? Oke, please help me to share your friend. Oke, one student get one. Tolong bantu bagikan ya semuanya, bagikan semua. Oke, satu lagi, bagikan lagi semua. Thank you. Okay, thank you. Akbar and Rana, can you help me? Okay. You need I need two students to pretend to be interview and interviewer. Come here, please. Okay. Oke, perhatikan ya semua. Ini Akbar sama Rana akan mencoba menjadi seorang interview dan interviewer. Nanti bicaranya lebih lantang ya. Oke, sudah. Are you finish? Oke. Ini tag-nya sama. Oke, yang ini. Oke, coba. Oke. Suara. Can you put off your mask? Oke. Yes.
Good morning. I'm Marana.
Good morning, sir.
How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
How is traffic coming over there?
I'm so glad that traffic was light this morning. The traffic jam and accident.
Kenapa?
That's good. Let's start the interview. Are
Saya.
you ready?
Yes, I am.
First of all, let me properly introduce myself. I'm a branch manager of this bank. As you know, there is an open position for bank teller as soon as possible. Tell me about yourself.
First of all, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Akbar Satria. I am 19 years old. I am first son of three siblings. I am basically from Cikampek, but I stay in Cikampek. I am a Indonesian high school grad, majoring in business administration. To fit this position, even though a lack of experience, I have some skill how to get new customer and how to maintain the customer. I am good in large number calculation of money and I understand how to use computer.
Can you explain what is the bank?
Bank is financial institution which accepts deposit from public for the purpose of lending. There are two types of bank.
Type. Yes.
There are two types of bank.
Why do you want this job?
I want this job because I feel that career in the financial industry what would be the most beneficial use of my knowledge and skill in
Knowledge. My knowledge. Can you repeat again, Akbar?
Yes.
My knowledge.
My knowledge and skill in accounting and problem solving. I have always been fascinated by the financial world, and I'm ambitious and hardworking, and I can bring great value to your company.
What are your current goals?
My short-term goal is to get a job in a reputed company like where I can utilize my skill and talent but like your company like. And my long-term goal is to be respectable in that position.
What are your strengths?
I'm disciplined, focused, loyal, trustworthy, and fast learner.
What are your weaknesses?
I often find difficult to ask other people for help, and I get stressed if a project runs over the deadline.
Why should we hire you?
Why should we hire you?
Why should we hire you?
Yes.
You told me what?
You should. You should. Repeat again. You should.
You should.
Yes.
You should hire me because this is a job I want to work in. Which means I will begin to not only impress you but also learn everything there is to know about the role, and I believe I'm good with people.
I believe.
I'm good with people.
Yes.
This means whenever I have contact with customer or client, I will represent your business in a positive way.
What are your short and long-term goals?
My short-term goals are to get hired in this position and to learn the role as quickly as possible so I can become self-sufficient and continually executing with my co-worker.
Yes. Okay, next.
My long-term goal is to work for your company, either in this position or in a senior one.
How well do you handle the stress and pressure?
I handle stress by always remaining calm.
Calm. Yes. Okay.
If you get frustrated or anxious, you cannot focus on the task in hand or do your job properly.
What is your greatest achievement?
My greatest achievement is when I was a
Student. Yes.
When I was a student, won a speech competition.
What do you do in your free time?
I usually spend my free time for researching and read my favorite books, both fiction and non-fiction.
Describe yourself in 3 words.
Industrious, diligent.
Industrious. Yes.
Diligent, and resilient.
Okay.
You should really confident. It has been nice talking to you. We will get back to you in a few days if you get selected for the job.
Thank you. It has been a great pleasure.
Okay, thank you Akbar and Rana. Sit down. Okay, thank you very much. Good. Dari percakapan yang diinterpretasikan oleh Akbar dan Rana, apa yang kalian dapat? What did you get from the text? What kind of information that you get from the text? Okay. Any student who want to answer? What is the function of job interview? Please raise your hand. Function of job interview. Can you?
The function of an interview is to vote it show the employer what the application can do for the company, and it gives the applicant an opportunity to access with her applicants qualification and career ambition along with the position.
Oke, dari explanation dari Reva, jadi fungsi interview itu untuk apa? Sebagai jalan pertama untuk apa? Untuk seorang interviewer mengetahui kualitas kamu. Kamu itu layak atau tidak di posisi yang ditawarkan. Oke, please read the text. Coba baca teksnya. teks yang tadi dibacakan oleh Akbar dan Rana. Okay, what kind of information that you get in the job interview? Kira-kira di job interview itu mengandung apa aja ya? Pertama apa? Number one, text structure-nya. Oke, Nadia.
Personal identity.
Oke, personal identity. Oke, number two, apalagi selain personal identity apalagi? Number two, oke, information about family. Oke, number three, what again? Educational background. Number four, oke, terus language atau struktur kebahasaannya menggunakan apa? Ada adjektif, passive voice, and then
simple past tense, simple present tense.
Septian, can you show me the text that show about personal identity? Yang mana? Coba bacakan. Kalau teks itu menunjukkan personal identity, kalimat yang mana? Oke, Septian.
Now,
Personal identity-nya yang mana?
first of all, let me properly introduce myself. I am branch manager of this bank. As you know, there is an open position for bank teller as soon as possible.
Oke, good Septian, good. Oke, any other opinion? Ada yang punya pendapat lain nggak selain itu? Selain memperkenalkan bahwa dia adalah seorang bank manajernya, ada lagi nggak? Oke, Nadia.
I'm basically from Bandung, but I stay in Jakarta.
Oke, good. Terus number two, family. Mega, can you show me where is the text that show about the family of the applicant? Oke, family yang mana? Oke, I am his daughter of three siblings. Okay, good. Aulia, can you show me about the educational background of the applicant? Okay.
I am vocational high school graduate majoring in business administration.
Okay, good. Aulia, can you show me personal plan for career?
My short-term goal is to get a job in report company, like where I can utilize my skill and career path like your company lead. And my long-term goal is to be respectable in that position.
Okay, good. Helen, can you show me? Can you mention about what kind of adjectives? Sifatnya apa aja?
Discipline, fokus, loyal, good, trustworthy, positive,
self-sufficient,
great, possible, confident, fine, glad, strikes, weak.
Okay, good. Siapa lagi ya? Any student who can show me the passive voice of the text? Passive voice, please raise your hand. Passive voice. You? Okay.
Most of them are
Regulated. National. Okay. Ada lagi nggak passive voice-nya? Please. Oke, yang mau jawab siapa? Oke. Devi, please. Oke.
I have always been fascinated by the financial world.
I have always been fascinated by the financial world. Oke. Ada lagi? Ada lagi? Oke. Oh iya, dulu ya. Oke, nanti aja. Oke.
The short-term goals are to get higher in this position.
Higher. Good. Terus struktur bahasaannya apalagi ada simple past? Oke, ada yang mau jawab? Yang mana? Sebelah mana? You. Oke, simple past ya. menyebar ke blank space, ke space yang kosong untuk berdiskusi mencari di mana aja, space-nya di mana aja seperti kemarin boleh ya. Oke, seperti kemarin boleh, atau mengisi tempat-tempat yang masih kosong di depan di sini boleh. Oke. Yang kemarin di sana juga boleh ke sana lagi. Yang kemarin ke sini lagi boleh. Di sini ada yang masih kosong. Septian, please come here please. Over there. Over there. Septian. Nadia, situ. Oke. Yang kelompoknya ada Nadia ke sini. Okay, I give you 15 minutes from make a discussion. I give you 15 minutes from discussion. Okay, the result will be presented by the representative of each group. Okay, one group consists of 2 representatives. Okay, yang kerjakan dulu apa yang harus kalian kerjakan. Nanti dua orang dari setiap kelompok akan mempresentasikan. Yang satu menjadi interviewee, yang kedua menjadi interviewernya. Do you understand what I said? Yes. Okay, good. Mempresentasikan, yang lainnya menonton ya, yang lainnya berkerumun menonton. Iya, berdiri, stand up ya, stand up di sini. Oke, yang lain tolong memperhatikan, stand up. Nanti diperhatikan ya, boleh sambil duduk boleh, ya di sini boleh. Oke, perhatikan semua ya. Tolong nanti diperhatikan. Seperti inilah job interview. Oke, start from now.
Good morning. May I come in?
Morning. Yes, please. Have your seat.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Septian. I'm the manager of this store.
My name is Aulia. It's nice to meet you, sir.
How are you doing, Alia?
Yes, I'm good, sir.
Tell me about yourself.
First of all, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Aulia. I am basically from district of Karawang, Barastain, South Jakarta. I am vocational high school graduate, majoring in business administration.
How did you find this job?
I found it in your website 4 days ago and I was very interested to get the position offered by your company, sir.
Okay. According to you, what is customer service?
For me, customer service is the act of providing the customer with the support they need to make purchasing decisions, understand the product or sequence from the company. It's an important role that can take many forms.
Do you have any internship experience?
Yes, of course, sir. I had internship experience as a customer service in the biggest shopping center, especially for bags and clothes stand for 6 months.
That's great. How can you improve a dissatisfied customer experience?
I have found the most successful strategy for turning an unhappy customer into a happy customer is by actively listening to what they're saying. Sometimes customers just want you to hear them and they want to feel like the company cares about them and their opinions. For example, I once had a customer who got home to find there was only one shoe in her shoebox. She was very upset, so I let her tell me why she was upset, validated her feelings, and provided her with a discount on her purchase along with the missing shoe. She left in a much better mood.
What would you do if you didn't know how to help a customer at the time?
If I wasn't able to help the customer, I will ask the customer to rest comfortably while I page the floor manager. Then I will relay the situation to the manager so they had an understanding of the issue before speaking with the customer. He continued to tell me he was right and I was wrong. I told him I was just as frustrated as he was that the coupon was no longer valid and offered him some alternative discount options.
What are your strengths and weaknesses?
My strengths are I am energetic, personable, compassionate, and adaptable. While my weaknesses are I find it hard saying no to people and I find difficult to ask others for help.
What do you do in free time?
I usually use my free time for bicycling and read some of my favorite books.
Aulia, it's nice to meet you. I can tell that you are a good candidate. Expect to hear from us within a week or so about the job.
Nice meeting you too. Thank you for your time.
Thank you for coming.
Okay, good. Okay, the representative of Group 2, Akbar and Nadia. Okay, Akbar here. Okay. Sudah? Okay, send text.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Please have your seat.
Thank you, sir.
My name is Akbar Satria. I am the CEO of this company.
My name is Nadia. It's nice to meet you, sir.
How are you doing, Nadia?
Yes, I am good, sir.
Tell me about yourself.
First of all, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Nadia. I am basically from district of Karawang, but I stay in South Jakarta. I am vocational high school graduate majoring in business administration.
How did you find this job?
I found it in www.jobstreet.com 4 days ago and I was very interested to get the position offered by your company, sir.
According to you, what is administrative assistant?
Administrative assistant is a person whose job is support an executive, group, department, or organization, especially by handling administrative tasks such as data entry, correspondence, filing, and scheduling appointment. Administrative assistant can also be mean someone whose job is to do tasks such as arranging meetings, typing letters.
What tool do you use to stay organized?
I sync my checklist through G Suite so I can easily pivot from my calendar to my email and to-do list. That usually had done during following internship program in a company. This system helps us both stay organized and held us both accountable to our goals.
Would you like to describe? Would you like to describe a situation where you made a mistake when you following an internship program when you were vocational high school student? How did you take ownership of this mistake and what did you learn from the mistake?
As an intern when I was a student of vocational school, as a human, I also have done some mistakes to do my job responsibilities at that time. I solved my problem by telling to my boss that I made a mistake and asking him to pardon me. I do not blame the others, stay calm and told to him that I will not do same mistake again. The situation was very frustrating, but the owner was very kind and accepted my pardon. From that, I learned that I must be careful in my action in my workplace.
What computer program and software are you comfortable using?
Personally, I use G Suite product to email, create my resume, and design presentation. In school, we utilize Microsoft Teams for virtual learning during the pandemic. I never used Microsoft Teams before, but quickly needed to learn. I used Microsoft website to teach myself the basic and watched a few YouTube videos to discover shortcuts and helpful tips. I found I got comfortable with the program really quickly and was even able to help one of my professors troubleshoot in real time when he couldn't figure out how to work a new feature. I hope this company also uses Zoom, Gmeet, and Trello, which I am confident I could learn just quickly. I spent a few hours before my first day watching video to learn tips and tricks and get up to speed.
Do you have organization or work team experience?
Yes, I have, sir. I was the part of business entrepreneurship program when I was 12th grade. The program was held by my school in every month for a year.
Tell me about a time you had a conflict with a friend in same group or work team when you were a part of the business entrepreneurship program. What happened and how did you resolve it?
During a group project in a class, we had to plan an event that business entrepreneurship program, managing a budget and sketching out every last detail of what I would look like. My partners for the assignment had drastically different opinion about how to spend the money in that budget. He went to spend the money on a large headliner to attract bigger crowd, and I wanted to make sure that there were enough refreshment stands and even staff to ensure everyone was comfortable and cared for. We were both passionate about earning a good grade as it affects our final GPA. This disagreement stalled our work for nearly 3 days. I knew that moving forward with the project and committing to a decision regardless of whether we went with my efforts or not was the only way for us both to achieve our ultimate goal of planning a strong event and receiving a good grade. So I reached out to him with my plan for a compromise where we both came down on our budget for the things we wanted. I proposed negotiating the fee with a relatively big headliner, so we could still get someone notable but have some money left for our refreshment station. He agreed and we were able to move forward and get on the assignment. I learned that when you hit a roadblock, thinking creatively can help you find a new way to incorporate multiple good ideas without sacrificing quality, money, or your deadline.
What's your favorite office environment? Environment.
I love working in a collaborative environment and thrive in a fast-paced setting. My favorite job was in internship place when I worked as the front desk receptionist at my school administrative office. That line where I became part of the culture and the staff always valued my input on my system that could help better organize incoming application or mail in order to expedite things. I like working with others who have the drive to get things done and are willing to work together to try new solutions.
What are
Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Please have your seat.
Thank you, sir.
I'm Marana. I'm the head of this company.
Nice to meet you, sir. I am Najwa.
Nice to meet you too. How did you find about this job?
I shall in your website.
Tell me something about yourself.
First of all, thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to introduce myself. My name is Handayani Ppl.
Okay, Jahwa, interview done. Do you have any question for me?
No, sir. I think I have a pretty good understanding of the job. I believe that I can handle it with ease, and I hope to have the opportunity to work for you.
Yeah, I hope so. Nice meeting you, Jahwa. Thank you for coming.
Nice meeting you too, and thank you so much.
Okay, good. Alfiat and Rana. Next, the last group is Reva and Umu. Okay, kelompoknya Reva sama Umu come here. Ya.
May I come in, ma'am?
Please come in. Good afternoon, my name is Umo and I am the owner of this company. Please have your seat.
Thank you. Miss Umu, I'm Reva. It's nice to meet you.
How are you doing, Reva?
Yes, I am fine, ma'am.
Okay, Reva. Today I will take your interview. So let's start.
Yes, sure.
We are trading company and we are looking for a clerical assistant to assist our employee. She is a branch supervisor and needs one person more to help her responsibilities in our company.
Oh, great.
Are you fresher?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Reva. Now tell me a little about yourself.
I'm Reva. I'm 20 years old. I'm basically from Karawang, but I stay in Bandung. I am vocational high school graduate majoring in business administration. Even though I lack of experience, I have some basic skill how to be clerk officer like filing management, system typing, and organizing some meeting.
Reva, according to you, what is a clerical assistant?
A clerical assistant is a person who works in a clerical work. His duty is to do day-to-day works such as making bills, helping employees, maintaining attendance, register and making records of stationery items. They can also respond to calls, typing letters, updating files, and entering data into the computer.
Why are you interested in this job?
I have kindly gone through your job description, which convinced me that I have everything required to succeed in this position, and I am confident in my abilities and skill, and that they will help me perform exceedingly well given a chance.
What are the roles of a clerical assistant?
A clerical assistant performs a range of administrative range. A clerical assistant from a range of administrative tasks in the workplace, which differ from one workplace to the next. They mostly answer calls, maintain complex and straightforward billing system, such as the daily mail and direct calls, take up and typing roles, and other form of data input, and attend to any administrative duty befitting their job description.
Can you mention the qualities that a clerical assistant needs to be effective?
A clerical assistant play many administrative tasks in the workplace and therefore needs an array of skill and tasks. They must have strong interpersonal skill to liaise well with different people and vital for the proper running of the office and working abilities, since they must get along well with other workers for the proper running of our activities, creative to find new solutions to different challenges that keep coming up, flexible since they may be recruited in the office during weekends or holidays, and dependable as most of the operation in the office can stall if they are not competent.
Okay, Reva. Now tell me what are your strengths and weakness?
My strength I'm industrious, fast, flexible, attentive, loyal, and trustworthy. While my weakness are
and I don't have any leadership experience. I can be too judgmental of others and I find difficult to ask other people for help.
Great. So, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
In 5 years, I see myself as valued employee of this company. I want to be an expert in my position and start training to be a clerical supervisor. Although not everyone gets promoted to this level, I believe I can achieve this goal through hard work.
Can you work well under pressure?
I enjoy working under pressure because I believe it helps me grow.
Okay, Reva, interview done. Do you have any question for me?
No, ma'am. I think I have a pretty good understanding of the job. I believe that I can handle it with ease. I hope to have the opportunity to work for you.
Yeah, I hope so. Nice meeting you, Reva. Thank you for coming.
Nice meeting you too, and thank you so much.
Okay, thank you Reva and Umu. Please, the other student, let's go back to your chair. Kembali ke kursi masing-masing. Oke, Akbar sama tolong berapa? Oke, kembali ke kursi masing-masing. Itu dulu sana. Semuanya siap? Okay, student, what we have learned today? Apa yang kita pelajari hari ini? Job interview. Kind of questionnya apa aja tadi? Coba baca lagi teksnya. Atau yang tadi maju, questionnya aja ya. Questionnya aja. Contohnya apa? Okay, tell me about yourself. Terus? What are your strength and weakness? And then ada lagi? How did you find this job? How did you find this job? Ada lagi? Yang lain? Tanyanya how did you find in this job? Terus apa lagi? What do you do in your free time? Free time. Tugas kalian selanjutnya adalah mencari atau membuat teks interview lagi berdasarkan posisi pekerjaan yang kalian inginkan, ya. Kira-kira apa ya? Nanti saya mau apply untuk pekerjaan apa? Mungkin ini teks interview yang akan saya hadapi. Bisa ya? Any question? Ada pertanyaan nggak? No. Oke, Ibu mau mereview lagi. Untuk menganalisanya tadi apa aja? Analisisnya apa aja tadi? Social function, and then struktur bahasa atau teks strukturnya, terus teks strukturnya apa aja isinya? Personal, identity, terus unsur kebahasaannya atau language feature-nya apa aja? Good. Sebelum menutup sesi pembelajaran hari ini, Ibu minta nanti kalian di rumah banyak berdiskusi dengan orang yang sudah bekerja. Ketika mereka melaksanakan sesi interview, kira-kira apa aja pertanyaannya? Bisa? Oke. I think enough for today. Please withdraw the class to close our activity.
Attention please. Let's play together. Finish.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.